Monkey. Alright, my tea is ready. But am I ready? I'm not sure. Let's continue. What did we do last time? I think we added this thing. Which is for the first iteration okay, I guess. But now we have to add it into the main game. Of course has some errors now. Probably the scaling is also not correct, but that's maybe fine, I'm not sure. So let's see, what are the errors? The errors should be because we exchanged the player model with this artifact. Let's see. There's an error with the binding. Correct summoner. Player avatar. Interesting. Why does this not work? Access none trying to read. This thing is null right now. An implies here. Maybe. Do go here though. This too late? Could be. That's though. Sandbox. From save. Are we using this? Are we actually using this right now? I think moved away from this. The load procedure. Thank you. You too. Game trigger. We are not using this anymore. Not right now, that is. And I will probably not use this at all anymore. So this code is not getting called. Which means only setter that is getting fired is this one. Just the initialized player. And it's not from here, it's from here. So this thing needs to fire, but it says it has no player. This thing, not there. I guess this, whatever this is, happens at a later stage than whatever the error is, right? No, it is in the same thing. This makes no sense. How can this be an error? NMBP abstract summoner v player avatar. Is that the problem? Huh. Where is that? Visual entity. It is here. And its parent is Summoner VE, so what's going on? Guess we have to go deeper here. Okay. Breakpoints. We are here. And this thing is now not none. Player avatar, so it also can get here. It cannot get the NMBP, I guess. That's the problem. This is unknown then. Okay, so whatever we have in here, we need to see how this is getting set. It's in initialize. Visual entity. Oh. I even call this? Where should this be? Oh god. What this? Play ARP links? No, no. This could be it. I guess this is the problem then. Yeah, let's see what happens here. I guess it's just not going through there. We go in here. This one should be empty, but it does do an ID here. And then set anim instance. Should be fine. Abstract character NMBP. Oh. Oh. So either I overwrite this right now, or we have to make that skeletal into an abstract character NMBP. And I'm not sure that's easy right now. Let me check. Where was it? Was it here? Oh boy. Review. Can I just make a parent? I mean, I won't use these things, but maybe that's the cleanest way to do this. Let's reparent this. Add blueprint. How do you reparent again? Asset. Must be an edit, right? Let me see, can I reparent here? File. Reparent, there it is. Whatever. This file. Reparent blueprints. Abstract. Character. This thing. Ooh, it's broken now. Be a problem. I wonder, do I have to do anything here? It's just reopening stuff. All. Well, there it is. Very small. That's the issue. I can't see it anymore. Does it scale it? Sideways too. What's going on? Why would it sideways all of a sudden? Not working. Because of this thing? Overriding? Makes no sense. What does mirrors look like? I get to the animation. Oh wait. I guess this was never meant for that. Ooh, okay. You cannot override it then. It's just gone here. I only have it here, and since I already had something here, it is now there, but it's not using it. Right? I made a child. The template animation. Duplicating. A child. Yeah, it doesn't have a... Okay, so we can't do this. We are using the blueprint here, we can't just go and... I guess we can do it differently in this case. This is its own visual entity after all. Here. We can just override whatever is in. This is an abstract character in MBPI. There is no... Ooh. I need to be very careful what I do with it. Will be now. Whatever I do. This is stupid. Others. until you restart. So you lose that thing when you restart. Holy shit. Like it's using the wrong... No, it's not wrong. Just resize it right. What I don't understand is why the size of the object just changes when I resize it. And also the orientation. I mean, it's fine, like... If I lose the animation graph, fine by me, I can do the animation in Blender. But why is the stuff inside just not like here? It's probably trying the idle, does not find anything. Something like that. How do you open it? Like this has it. But this guy doesn't have it. Ah, this is not for creating more animations, it's just to edit them. Okay, so that's not possible. I was thinking maybe we can create animation sequence assets in Unreal, but not. Let me try something out. Can I tell this guy to have the correct skeletal? Helsing! What is that? What did you just send me? That's UE dev stream stuff? Ow, what? Oh boy. Okay, this is just preview, it doesn't matter. All that matters is going in here. And then do this. But this is just creating a new one. How can I tell this thing to have a different skeletal base? My god. How was your day, Scene? Any progress in your game? I'm stuck myself right now. I see you. Asset actions. What do you mean dreamlike? What? That sounds like it's not a good idea to do. I see. And what is the assumption that breaks. This is using the old skeletal. I had to make a custom nav mesh system for that, and yes, I know. So there is no concept of light. Characters can only stand on enough surfaces. I'll mess up to this. But I'm still not sure why it would break assumptions. I mean, you have some mechanic to go to the other side. Can you abuse it to fly around, or what do you mean? I guess when you're using nav meshes, then you're probably telling your character where to land first, right? This is all using Mira's mesh. All I'm doing is using a different animation blueprint. And whatever I'm doing right now with my abstract thing here, the moment I do a child actor of this thing, like let's not do the original one, but the test one. If I add a child actor, as in we do the thingy and then we go in here and then reparent this to the abstract anim character blueprint here, then it's just dead. Save this, close it, reopen, and then it's just sideways. I'm not sure why. So leaping between surfaces totally breaks that. Wait. All my surfaces are 2D. Yes, I know. Characters can only stand on nav mesh surfaces, and that's my game has point. Curved surfaces kinda like a bunch of ramps and bend and twists. Okay, yes. And on every time stamp, character query the nav surface, find a valid location to be. Ooh. That sounds a little expensive. Leaping between surfaces totally breaks that. Why would it break though? Can't you pause it for a moment at the leap point? Right. And why do I have an anim graph this time when I do this? This makes no sense. I lost my anim graph in the other one. What if I restart this? What happens then? Let's restart my... project here. Real. I have to make a new mode to traverse independent of surfaces. Oh. So the transmit, you know how my character has this cliff jumping functionality? Mine just changes from normal control into a system control, where it just follows a spline. So in your game, is that physics based? What happens when that leaping happens? What drives the leaping? What kind of code? Okay, the anim graph is gone. That's good. Although we're still seeing it here, which is funny, because if I change here now, there's no way to go back to that anim graph, which is fine. I don't care. What I do care is, why is my mesh sideways and very, very small now? What causes that? Is it because the idle animation has nothing? Oh, that could be it actually. Using the one from that cube here, and that's probably just scaling it. There are different scales. So you're doing that too, but then what is breaking then? So if I add an idle animation to my mesh, would that fix it? If I go and remove everything here and then go to my 3D object in Blender. Oh god, now I have to think too, oh god. Playing thing. And now I have to add some kind of animation here. Start frame 0. I don't know why ever this should not be 0. It's so stupid. More like a sense that it will be difficult. I'm not using the CMC. Nor in my game sim real time. It's hard to explain. My custom system's very custom. Okay, I see. And sporting flight will probably involve of hacks, small refactors. Oh, I see. Well, I'm not sure about your code, but I would do as Unreal confirm as possible. But yeah, I'm not sure how the conflicts even happen in your game right now. In my game, it's pretty simple. I just change the way it happens and freeze everything else, so there are no conflicts. Even the game, the enemy tracking is getting cancelled when you jump. Give me a second. I have to get my laundry. All right. There are also design questions like what happens and the jumper takes a stun. Fatal damage mid-air. Oh, okay. I'll probably buffer that and then process it on landing. Yeah, but... I see what you mean. I mean, as a player, it would break a little immersion, I guess, but we are, like, gamers are, how to say, used to it, right? It will feel gamey when you do it like that. But yeah, if you have like a real-time stuff going on while you jump, yeah, then things get messy. I guess. Or just ragdoll in mid-air and then just Half-Life 2 it. Did you ever play Unreal Tournament? There was a map called Guile, I think. It was a pit in the middle. And if you fall on that in the pit, you die. Your ragdoll hits every single bar down to that blood pit in the bottom. So as a kid, me and my friend, we were just running to that thing and then just watch the ragdoll happen. So maybe you can do something like that. That would be funny. So, how do I record this? Was it just I? All channels? I mean, be my guest. And work. How do I add animations? Not here. I do want to give it a name. Action. New. And this is called idle. And now can we just... How do I add a key? Key type. Don't care. Insert keyframe. Why doesn't it insert a keyframe? Problem here. I mean, I do use Niagara. But what do you mean? Niagara is a particle system. This is a character. Yes, yes. Perfect that you think it is abstract, but because this is exactly what I want. You remember at the start of the intro, we are in this console? And the console will create the player interface to the game, not as a UI, I mean a token. And that thing will be this thing. This thing. This is the character, actually. You are the player. This diamond shape is you. And at the start, where we are in the black void, you will be controlling this crystal. And then Mira picks it up and you connect with her. And then this crystal thing will become some sort of cursor for her to follow. As in, you're leading Mira to her destinations, but you're not controlling her directly. But I'm glad you're thinking it's abstract, because I want it to be digital. Well, I wouldn't say possessed, because she chooses to follow it. Maybe there will be a sequence where she is losing her trust on you and then just moves on her own. And then you will realize that you are actually not controlling her and she has her own will. But we'll see. Before I continue though, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Where was I? I have no more tea. Should I make more tea? I was trying to make an animation. Let's think. So we were not able to add any... that's how it goes, okay. Let's do it like, I don't know, 60 frames. On 15 frames, turn this RZ90, 30, RZ90, 45, RZ90, and 60, RZ90. And the end is 60. So that would be the animation. I play it. The frames are not good. How frame rate? Probably here. Audio units. Maybe not. Maybe it's here then. Samples. And every time here. Frame range, frame rate 60, please. And then everything is like linear. Keyframe. How do I change this? Stream? That the way? No. Keyframe type, keyframe. Easing mode. Interpolate. Vector. There we go. Okay, this is just a test. So now we need to dash this. Or no, we could just have it as an action here. Can also push it down. But let's export this now. And then see if this has the action in now. Export FBX. Let's say 2. And this is this. Right? This thing is now empty. Add this here. Import. There's the animation. It does play. So let's go and make a... Please don't crash on me now. Right. Test. This thing, save all. Reparent. Abstract anim. This thing. And then we save everything, close everything, and reopen it. Just to make sure. And then when I go here, it will be in the enum graph, but we can lose it, whatever. So if I go here in the idle now, we should be able to exchange this into the idle enum. Save it. And there it is. Now we are not having issues. But is this the way to go then? The problem is I cannot mix any animations. Only place one thing. What do we do? Is maybe the child's animation blueprint stuff not the way to go? Oof. What can I do then? I cannot have this predefined state machine. I would need to create things from scratch for every single object. That's a problem. Feels like a problem. What to do. My biggest problem is right now I can just not play multiple things. I probably don't even have to control over the head. Look at things, but maybe I could add this in here. An abstract thing and then just find the head, but plot name maybe even. This is really important to test that. If we can do that, and it's not that problematic, be able to everything. We are so limited with this approach. Search. How do we assign this in the child? Will not be possible, will it? It's not a variable. Like I can do this and assign it a bone. That's not how this goes. This is not even getting fired now. I think we have to ditch the whole animation system I have, or else I will be really limited. But if I ditch it, and anything I do will be like custom. And we will also lose this. I would need to create all of this handmade for every single character. Even the dispatchers, how will that work? They're their own dispatchers, we cannot use these anymore then. Because they do not use the same thing. It's so bad. Oh man, why is this a problem? Why is Unreal so restricting? They're like, nah, you can't edit anymore, even if you just need to do simple stuff. There must be a best practice for this. We have to play around more here. Yeah. Come on! Ugh. The thing. No bones. Oh, how does this work? I add this. Happens. Part. This a skeletal mesh because of the animation. I guess it is. Yeah. Oh, hello, Kona. How are you? What brings you here? Do you have any questions again? I'm also good. I'm also good. I'm also good. Although I'm stuck in development right now, but you have a funny joke, okay? Go ahead. I'm all ears. Do you know how is called a sleeping dino? No, I do not know. I hope I can remember that one. So stupid. Where is the bone? Oh, there's the bone. Or I up something. Then again. Where did you learn that? One meter. On TikTok, okay. I see. About pizza with fries, by the way, I have really no idea. Like, the next weeks are always something. Someone always wants something from me. Coming weeks. I don't know. Something happened. Last year, no one was, and now everyone is like, yeah, I need you here, I need you here. February and March is like packed. Wednesday? What do you mean? I'm streaming on Wednesday. I can't. Yeah. I mean, Saturday evening I will be back home, but... Well... Then you have to do the pizza party with others. I can't. I am always busy Sunday to Thursday evenings. At least until late night. Well, then I guess we have to see when it happens again. This week it won't happen. Can I just use bone 1 and then it works? Vai vai con A. Well, I guess we are going to test this now. There it is without animations. That's not good. What happened to our anime? You mean stash? Here. Well, damn. I thought I could test things quickly, but my old stuff is just not working anymore. I need to redo everything? This is stupid. Extremely stupid. Oh my god, I'm raging. Fine. Let's do it your way then. Why are there errors? Yeah, that's fine. But they are in here. Good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, you look at that. Very nice. Although, thing is still strange. Maybe. Why did it move like that? How about this? Uh-huh. There we go. Okay, I could do something like that then. I just need to have the bones called the correct thing. If I do bone 3, yeah, just the name. Perfect. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. We are still in the game. We are still okay. That means I could do an abstract animation blueprint and have it have many different functionalities, like looking at things, etc. And then I need to add the bones, like the head, into this. Then it should work. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Problem is, if I have an abstract animation blueprint and then want to still animate some bones, oh, I could add an rotate bones in there. But then use a specific speed I can enter. Would it be too powerful? As in resource heavy? I tell this thing to use specific animations depending on a state. Some kind of gate. There is a gate here. But this is... Why can I even enter it here? I cannot put these in there. Blend pose. And even set the blend. Why is this not working? Ah, because everything is on bone 1 right now, right? What does this blend from to? What is this blend time? What is default? Okay, hello, Kere. I thought you wouldn't join today. How are you today? This is not going in. Let's see. Pasta, oh! I made some salmon today. But you're... Wait, you said you're vegan, right? Ugh. What is this blend time? I do have a monkey brain. You just don't know what a monkey brain is. It's huge, dude. Unreal. Animation blueprints. Blend pose. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this thing. Here, layer blend. What is this? How am I feeling today? I'm pretty good. Although I'm stuck in this development part. So this is a real-time change. This needs to be 0 if it is snapping. Interesting. I could make different animation blueprint modes, but I cannot add them here. Can I add different animations together? What's this blend thing? Animation graph of a ground. No, you can use blend nodes to blend multiple source animations posed together to create new animation poses. As we see here, this hand is there, the red one is there, and then it's just in the middle of it. What am I working on? You remember what we finished yesterday with the new player model, and then there were errors? Now I'm trying to add that in the shape of my system, which means I have to use abstract stuff. And I was not able to just put it in. I'm trying to look at things, how to get it in, and now I found it. But that opened some more questions. I know I'm talking a little abstract here, but the problem I'm facing right now is you can see it like this. I have a master animation controller as a template, for instance. So this master thing knows you can jump, you can land, you can run, you have an idle animation, etc. This thing is here. Characters abstract. It's this thing. My old little thing that knows, okay, we can run, we can jump done, etc. And all of these things have like animation parts here. So if I go to Mira, for instance, there's one important thing to look at here. I have the abstract animation asset here, and then it sets parent class animation instance. So it means this is the raw animation blueprint. But if I go to Mira, I made it a child of abstract character animation blueprint. So this Mira, we add a new player model and some other animations, etc. But inside of it, it knows everything of this. So what I do then is go into the animation slots that the abstract thing made, like idle, jump done, land, running. I open these and then exchange the idle animation with Mira's idle animation. So the function then knows, okay, I need to use the Mira's idle animation instead of the default one. And then I can just have that big animation structure logic, like if I walk and then I change a value to jump, then it jumps. So my functionality knows how everything works. And then I just link the animation in here. I just put the animation here and then it knows, okay, when I press W, it should walk. Now I was researching things like, hey, how do I make it so that Mira is actually looking at things while she's walking? And for that, I would need to add more functionality. And I can do that apparently. Now I just need to be able to mix animations with each other. Like play the walking animation while also looking at something. That's what I'm researching right now. And then for that thing, I was thinking, yeah, okay, if my abstract animation class can do everything, like it has everything for every single special case, like a boss could maybe have wings that need to just move a strange way, or we have our abstract artifact that has like these rotations in there. So if I have all of these and then they rotate, etc. in this abstract class, well, my little villager does not have wings, but I would still go through these nodes. So it would be like wasted potential or wasted resources for an animation that does not play. So I was thinking, how can I reduce the overhead? I was thinking maybe we can have some kind of mode for the abstract class saying, yeah, this is a boss, this is a special thing, this is a default villager, etc. Then I could make a big thing here, but it would just use a little part of it. I'm not sure if it's the way to go here. Right now we need one more thing, which is blending two things together. Right now, this thing, I go, select, everything is on bone 1. I want to also add something on bone 3 and bone 2. So we can test this out. Export. Well, not like this. Import here. And then I need to re-import this part. And then now we can play around with different edges. Here, this is bone 1. Bone 3 would be different. And bone 2 would be the lower one. Now let's see if we can combine these. With bone 3, please. And let's say blend. No. Blend. Pose. Oh, blend pose up. Come on, man. Blend. Ah. By bool UI da. Okay, what was it again? Here, this thing I need. Blend nodes, apply additive. What happened? Just died all of a sudden. Whatever. Apply additive both, so okay. This seems random, but I just have to say I am amazed by how you work so dedicated on your project. Well, how should I say it? If I don't do this, then I will lose a part of me. It is like I need to finish this. That's why I put as much energy into this as I can. Very hard to describe. How do I get this blend? Additive multi. What is this? Alpha. Let's try this one. What happens if we do this? Oop. Apply. And then say 1. Okay. And one here. .5. Okay, wait. 0. 1. Not sure if this is doing what I would assume it's doing, but okay, let's try. So this looks like very strangely. Maybe let's make it a little less. How about we just transform? Say 100. Huh? Why is it moving everything? It's just one bone 2. This shouldn't be assigned to anything else. Oh my god, this makes no sense. Oh, really? Everything is assigned to it. Okay, let's remove everything. Assign this. Select. Okay. Select. Remove. Assign. Select. Remove. Assign. Now, there we go. Select. 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 Okay. Wait, this has 2? No. Perfect. Let's re-export. And here. Yes. Whatever. No. Well, I don't care anymore that much. Why? Although I was expecting some kind of bone to move, though. Uh-oh. Bones are gone. Yes, because I ordered it wrong. Object mode. Here. Yeah. Yes. There we go. I'm not sure why this is doing something. Probably because of the transform. Ignore this. Why? What? Oh, this makes no sense. I'm ignoring this. Why would it? Is it because of this additive? 100. Ah, okay. If I say ignore add existing and say 100x, go to the right. Good. And if we do this, the same thing here, ignore or edit there 0 with y100, and this one goes somewhere. This one goes to the left, like this. So now we have like this thing where this goes here, this goes there. And now if I put both here, does it add? Oh, didn't work. Makes like half of it. Yeah, this is not what I want. This... What is... additive, maybe? By additive? This is alpha, though. Wow, what happened? 0? 0.1? Why does it die? Oh my god. It's also rocket science to me. Blend. How do I merge these two into each other? What's that blending? Two-way mesh. One by channel. What's that mean? Oh, it's... Huh? Apply. One. What is this? Blend bones by channel from two posts together. Yeah, it's not using this. What are you talking about? What is the channel? How do I change the channel? Do I just go to 2 or what? Oh my god, man. Everything's so stupid. This one helps me. Okay, but I don't need this. Maybe I need to do it like this then? But I want to mix multiple animations and not just bones. Layered blend. does this do? Oh, it doesn't work. Oh. What this then? Oh. It's not using it. I'm going insane! What does this even do? Like, great, okay, they're both in here, but the second one is getting ignored. What does it help me? Come on, man. I mean, why does the additive one not work for me? Or did I use the wrong thing? No, it's just gone. Like, it's disappearing. This doesn't work at all. Why? Oh my god. Does it need to be the same bone? Is that the issue? No. And I'm losing it. Hello. What am I doing? I'm trying to mix two animations. I mean, I could just do this. That's no problem. And then it's mixed here. That's fine. I can just also switch the bone here and then it does the thing. But I was thinking about how do I do this with state machines? How can I blend two state machines together? Or two animations, whatever. Something that is not this. And I'm trying to get this result by using one of these things, but nothing seems to work. But welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Blend multi. What multi-node you can blend more than 2 blend poses in a range of alpha values. I mean, I did that, but then it just does half. Like if I go here and then say blend multi, what was it? Okay, it was called something different then. Blend multi. Why can't I find this? Okay, I guess there is no blend multi then. Cool. Make dynamic additive. What is that blending? Performance using the dead blending algorithm. If I can do this. No, this also doesn't work, right? Yeah, it just loses this one then. I have no idea what this even does. It doesn't consider the second node at all. Like, how do I tell this to be channel 2 now? Seems to be very, very useless. Context sensitive? It is, yes. Blends. Channel. There's no more blends here. Layered blend per bone. Two-way blend. What does that even mean? Blends 2 poses together. Great. Then show me. Alpha is 1. Well, it just does half of it. It's blending, it's interpolating between the 2 poses. And I want like an additive. The additive ones don't work. And I don't know why. Like if I do this, my mesh just disappears. Just poof, it's gone. Or it's extremely big or something. I'm not sure. Makes no sense. Ah. So what does this guy need? This is how I blend my state machines, however I feel it's hacked. Uses a cage. Ooh, okay. How do I get this blend node? And I don't... This thing here just... Is it just not possible? What I want is play an animation while I also turn the head. If I can do that, that should do it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unmentioned Before tutorial. In today's video we're going to be going over playing the game, change the horizontal animations, third person, with all of the frames. We'll save and close that. I'm just going to have it face right, and about 60 is here. Now what we need to do in here is in the event graph, we're going to get actor location, the rotation between that, so where the we can leave as 1, and the yaw is going to be our yaw variable, which we've just set up here. So we can compile, save, and this should now be the code working perfectly for us. So we can hit play and test this out. So you can see the AI is kind of already looking at us, as you can see there, because of where we are. And we need to get closer to it, so we're going further this way. You can see the head is rotating to faces like so, and as we move around, the head is following us like this. And if we move like this, it does slowly rotate all the way around as well. It doesn't snap, which we set up in the aim offset earlier. So we're going to write the state machine for that rotation so we know which direction the head needs to face. We'll compile and save that, and we're going to go to our anim graph, the state machine, and into our idle state here. So again, this is the
Oh my god, he's adding it individually into every state?
and then drag in my aim.
Are you kidding me?
This is set up for me already. I'm going to move this out and then drag in my aim offset head rotation here. Connecting that into the output pose, and the base pose can still be this.
Oh my god! That can't be the solution. I refuse. Okay, wait. He's using an animation layer. So it would mean, in my case, I have the I have the state machine here, and then in the middle I would add the layer. But the problem is I'm using child actors. How do I add an animation layer to a child actor? Because there is no more animation layer here. Just gone. Unless... How do we add this? Wait, let's call this test. There it is. Well, what? Maybe it needs to be different. No, this is not a layered animation. What is this then? How did he create this function?
Character, as this is for our player character. And as
I don't care. Please go on.
Code with character prediction to the AI. So once you've set up that reference there, we're going to go to the end of the code which we already have, which is off update animation. Go to the end of that, drag out.
Yeah, whatever. I really don't care about this one.
Reference, right click on it, and we're going to convert to validate and get.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So we'll try to use it. So hope character and
blah blah blah.
If you could pedal and walking without the idle
Now
state,
this is the thing.
run because this is set up already. I'm going to move this out and then drag in my aim offset head rotation here.
Okay, how did he add this here?
And the base pose can still be this blend space for the idle and walking, just creating these new animations for making the head rotate to the left and right and also straight forward as well. Close this and open up our aim offset head rotation once again, and we're going to input these animations in here. So what I'm going to do is over all the way on the left on minus 180, it's going to be AO forward, and the one to the right of that is going to be AO right, and then after that AO left. After that,
oh my god, he's blending animations.
Or 180, we're going to be facing forwards.
He's not using coordinates, he's using
we're going to be going right.
Animation states, like, and then he's using a percentage to it.
Like this, the head is going to change rotation. And again, I have forward on the outermost.
Are you kidding me?
Because when we're facing AI, this is actually the division line. So if you don't have it like
that can't be right.
Snap between the two. So this is how I have it set up. It may be slightly different for you.
Like, if I would float over him, he would still look left and right instead of to the character.
Hit save, and now this is the aim offset setup.
Oh my god, get out of here. I'm trying. Yes, hello. Thank you. If I had a function that makes a bone look at somewhere, how can I limit its angles? I guess I need to make a angle calculator. This look at needs a vector, look at axis. So I need to calculate this vector. And that function that calculates this vector also needs to have angle boundaries, I guess. And then also ease it along, I guess. Oh my god. So complicated. I see, so I can just use that. Meaning if I just use them after each other, like this, and even this, then we could achieve what we want. Probably even this bone 2, 3, bone 1, 1. I just went and used this. Looks upright now. I said 1, 0. Happened 0. Up vector C. One. Nothing happens. Add existing. Then let's say 108. Ooh. Why does it change multiple things? Five? Feels like it's rotating multiple bones again. Didn't we tell this guy to have only one bone? Here. One vertex. Yes, we did. There's only this. Why does it then change multiple right now? No sense. Why does it do this? Both of these. Wait. You. I don't understand. It just makes no sense. Oh wait, of course. Bone 1 is the roots. Bone 2 is like a child of it. Ugh. My god, okay, whatever. Yes, these are just tests. I will delete them all. It's not the naming. I know what I'm doing, okay? It was just the bone hierarchy. There we go, now it does something. Well, I'm not sure what it does, but it does something. It's not working! Oh my god. I'm losing it. What do you mean? How does this work? Oh, it's following another bone? Which one? What do you mean? Oh, there's the target. Look at location. Oh. Oh. So if the lookup axis... Okay, so imagine ahead. Look at axis is forward, correct? It should be... What should it be? Select. So if it's on the right side, it would be in this direction. So X plus in Unreal, probably. So X plus is forward. And the look up is correct with the Z. Well, I didn't put it on Z. And then, if I say Y... Wait. What is a bones forward anyway? Okay, maybe I'm telling it what it is. So if this thing right now looks at plus X, it should not turn much. Seems to work because it rotated to... Wait, it shouldn't rotate at all if I look there, right? Maybe the problem is that it needs to look upwards too. 100. Aha! Now we're talking. I'm not sure why it still rotated a little bit. But the bone is now facing forward. So if I say 100, it should be diagonal. But it isn't. Why? Why did this not work? Am I winning? No! I'm losing everything. Even my marbles. Wait, what is this? Why is it looking... Oh, please. Oh my god. What the hell? Look like 150. 50. And why is it looking that way now? How does this work? Ugh. What? Oh my god. Please, someone. Just end my misery. Why can't I turn left and right? Because it's using Y? Why? Should I do it like this instead? Use Y as up? I can look up and down. Seems like the axes I'm inputting here have no change whatsoever. Really doesn't matter. How am I supposed to work with this? This is so stupid. My god. Like, great. On the ZX axis it works somehow, but the Y axis doesn't work. And no matter what I do here, it just doesn't care. I don't know what to do. Am I reading this right? I'm losing it. You got to be kidding me. Now it works? Oh, it works finally. Not clamping really. Was it now? Oh, maybe I have to compile. Oh, that's clamping. I wish I had 2 different clamps. Also, this is like... and then whatever. When I'm on 45... Ah, okay. Does work. I feel like it just goes a little bit further. Shouldn't be the case. And when I'm behind, it's still following. Instead of clamping to that angle. Yeah, this node is very, very strange. I might want to make my own rotation, maybe. Oh, okay. That was a big experiment. I feel like I didn't do anything today, but it was a lot of research. I will probably forget at some point again. So what did we learn? Abstract asset needs all the bones that are relevant for it. It doesn't need to be in a hierarchy, it just needs to be there as a name. So we can select them and animate them inside the abstract one. And the children which have the bones then get it animated automatically. Which means what we right now need to do is add like 5 rotational bones with a variable that we can change. So we can manipulate them for the character. That enough. Probably also need some kind of modes. These. A blend time of 0. We will not blend them anyway, but I feel like this is very stupid. Couldn't be. The biggest problem is if I want to do something with the animation blueprints in a dynamic way, then all my animation blueprints need to share a parent. And when I do that, I am extremely limited of custom things. Everything the parent, the child's animation blueprints need to do needs to be already defined in the abstract, which means the abstract will be a gigantic cluster F. And right now I'm not sure how I can organize it in a way where I can say, okay, this character only uses a part of that animation abstract class, and this one uses another part. But in the end, they still know everything. It would be just a switch to use some faulty animation blueprint, which is not okay. I mean, it doesn't break anything. The problem is every asset would have this information in it, making it probably bigger. Or would it be bigger? I wonder, would it be bigger? Would it be bigger? Think, would it be bigger? Would it just... No, every instance would have it, so it would probably be more memory space that is getting allocated, because they are instances, they all are objects, so they are in a specific size, which means everything from the abstract goes into that thing, even though it is not used. The processor is fine, but the memory is bloated. What do I do? What's the solution to this? What is a fact is that I need abstracts, or else it will be hell to animate everything, and I cannot find anything online which is the best practice for something like that. Like having multiple characters, having the same state machine using different animations. Unless we have different animation blueprint parents. Means my code needs to reflect that. Cheering helps. Don't worry. If I go into my code right now, which part of the code? For instance, the player. It uses the anim blueprint here to do it. So the abstract summoner VE has an animation blueprint for the player. That's fine. Would I need this thing for Orplings, NPCs? Would I have to do more? Do NPCs walk? What do I do for cinematics? What do I do then? Okay, we have an abstract summoner VE that has animation blueprint, which is just an abstract character animation blueprint, which means everything right now uses this. Is it a problem? Will I have a lot of special cases? Is the question. Or will it be very limited? Like in the case of the crystal, we need 5 rotations. Five perpetual rotations. Then we have bones like flapping wings, etc. What do we do with these? Does it matter? They would be idle animations. But how do I combine things? How do I can't combine them. I can only play animations after animation, so I cannot have these combined unless we have specific bone animations, and I cannot put these into the abstract. Is that a problem? I mean, okay, we can have a head rotation that I can add and then enable or disable depending on the situation. But do I need some bone animations merged into other animations? We have walking, jumping, speaking. What do I do for speaking? Let's say something happens in the cinematic and someone tries to punch you, and I want to move the mouth, and it is not a part of the animation of the punching. What do I do then? How do I tell this thing to... Yeah, okay, mouth is a different thing, which is like UV offsets or change of the material. That's a different thing. But what about orblings that don't have a mouth that is a sprite, but actually a geometry? How can I move the jawbone? I guess it's just a rotation up and down. And then I have to tell it to be a specific bone called jaw. And then you move that up and down. Yeah, that would work probably. Any other case where I need to mix animations. This is very important. Like, if I just say no now and implement it, and then it turns out I do need it and it is complicated, then I will have problems. I need to think ahead, a lot ahead. To make sure that everything is still possible. Or else I need to do something now and compromise all my code. Like if I would ditch my parent abstracts animation stuff, I would need to tell every single VE visual entity how to map its values into the custom animation blueprint. I would need to have like a function that is like a interface into the custom animation blueprint, which is nuts. Would multiply the work, but I would be extremely free. Just that everything I do, I would need to multiply by a lot of factors. And I don't have that. I mean, I could. But is the benefit really worth it if I can make it work with this? Because I don't have so much specific needs. After all, this needs to look like digital stuff, right? Again, even that should look lively. Is that a word? Is. My abstract would need a look at special case, maybe a speaking special case, and everything else is in this animation state machine, which needs special Blender animation. Right? Like hitting, walking, jumping, etc. would always need to animate the whole body except the head, maybe. The head can be overwritten if we want to. Well, we also have like the rotations of the abstract thing, the artifact. I need like a... That's the only part where I need it. It's... No other Orpling will need this, probably, unless they have like something that always turns. And we could use it, but... If I have turning parts, do I ever have any other values that need to be differently? Like right now we have 5 turning things. What about blend shape? How do I... How do I activate the blend shapes if that's also a character? If my first encounter with the crystal is a character. An animation character class. Can I set blend shapes? Unreal sets blend shapes. How do I even create blend shapes? Can I do that in the animation graph? Okay, this morph targets are not part of the animation stuff. That would be the mesh itself. How do I create morph targets in Blender? Oh, shape keys here. How do I apply these? So we have to select, go to edit mode. I guess I also need to set the value. While doing that, EX UI this. Oh, aha! Okay, fine. So how do we export these now? Export X. Then export. Oh, shape key. Targets, there they are. Ah. These are specific to that static mesh, right? Here. This here. And friends there. Morph. Set morph targets. Test one. In I guess we can. Right. I here already? Or nope. Right, that works. Which means for the fight I can use this and could do different things with it, like I can also go for test 2 here. And it would now change the other vertice too. I can't see it. Here we go. Okay, so we could have different morph targets for a mesh, and it has nothing to do with anything else. I would just need to think about how to get it into there, probably with the execute command. If we go into visual actor, I would need to create a visual actor, then has the execute command, and then I can just add the things correctly. Mira is here. Basis, for instance, if I go in here, has no code right now, but I could go here and then override execute command here. Good. And then with the execute command we could apply these things into it. Okay, I think we probably can do everything. So next time we would need to create our abstracts, because our old one is broken. I cannot have the animations, why ever. I need to move it or import somehow. Hopefully I can do it. And then we should be fine. Probably. And I just need to add the various dynamic functions, like the bone turnings and so on. And my player should be fine. Yeah. Oh my god. What a hell of a day. I hope tomorrow I can make more progress. This was so much research. Alright, I'm not sure who is still here. Kera, Scene. Stefa? Ruka? Who else did right? Kona is not here anymore. Thanks for tuning in. Hey everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.